Hello. Wait, Doug. All this time I did not know that I was not saying anything. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So basically, I was talking about this content creator. He's called Wheat Waffles, and he has a breakdown of 50 worst blue pill advice. And he lays everything out. He had about 5 points. He's talking about dating advice. He talks about denial of the importance of looks, phrases providing false and endless hope, relationship advice, and coping with rejections. Now, there's age ranges on here, and age range is definitely important. But the thing is basically our truth versus our reality. We get advice all the time, right? So, does the truth match the reality of it all? Because you can say what you want to and you can believe what you want to, but reality will always prove itself to be right. Welcome, you UFO. Thanks for coming in and joining the live. We got Doug in the building, UFO in the building. And I want to go over the video. I want to basically break down the video that he's talking about. I'm not too familiar with wheat waffles. I saw a couple of his videos. Um, I believe this guy is from London, and he wants to give advice to his listeners. I'm not sure if, to me, I believe he's from London, perhaps a non-black person. But let me pull it up. I forget. Let me see. To share. I think I'm doing this right. Let me know if you can see it. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Okay. Wait, this is, oh, I can't even see this. Can I share this screen? I don't know if I'm doing this correctly because this, I can't even see this stuff. Window. Can you see this, Doug? Can you guys see this in here? Can you see me sharing the screen? I don't, Microsoft Edge, maybe here. Oh, okay, wait, maybe I can do it this way. Share. Do you guys see this? I don't see you guys in the chat, but I do see the screen. Let me know if you can see the wheat waffles screen. Do you see it? You just see me. Oh man. Okay. Let's see if I do. Maybe if I do this. Can you see it now? Let me know if you can see it now. Let's see. Yes, you can see. Okay. All right. It looks like it looks like I'm sharing it. Okay. So basically, let's go to, let me play the video that I don't know how to play. Wait. Okay. Now, how do you play it? Now, this is definitely, okay, I'm hitting the play button, but I don't hear anything. Can you guys hear me play the video, or do you just see the video? Type a 1 if you hear the video. Hey, Khadija. Yeah, I'm trying to share the screen, and it's definitely an epic fail here because I cannot play it. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to play it. I don't know how to do it. Okay, yeah, you guys don't hear the video. Yeah, I don't know what. Okay, let me stop sharing because I don't know how to play it. Stop sharing. All right, so I took it off because I don't know how to do that. Let's exit full screen. Okay, well, man, that's a that's a fail because I wanted to. I got to set my speaker. Oh, hey, Hawk, how's it going? I don't know how to set any speakers. Oh man. Hey, Hawk, I don't know how to. Can't hear you either now. Oh my goodness. What do? I am settings, audio. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah. Oh, you can hear me now, Doug? Okay, good. Yeah, so I don't know how to share this, set the speakers, Hawk. So that's where I'm lost at. So, okay. Well, basically, I wanted to do a video with the Wheat Waffles guy. He was breaking down 50 worst blue pill advice for guys. And I wanted to talk about that, go over that video. But yeah, I guess not. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Let me try this again. You said set the speak. Wait, Hawk. So do I? Wait, Hawk. I'm going to invite you to come in. Can you come up here and walk me through? Hawk, can you jump on, Hawk? Underrated. Hey, welcome. It's okay, Khadija. I don't know what I'm doing here anyway. Joe, welcome to the chat. Yeah, it seems like my speakers and stuff seems to be working here. You said you guys can hear me. So my speakers, I don't know what to do at this point. Let me go back to my settings. I'm going to audio. Yeah, my speakers, they're set. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I can't really discuss it because I wanted to go point by point on the video. And without the video, I can't go point by point. Oh my goodness. Let's see. All right, let me try it one more time. I'm gonna try to do it again. Let me share. Share screens. Let's see. Share the screen. Let's try this again. Okay, share screen. Let's see, window. Yeah, that I could, okay. Let's go to my Microsoft, select a tab to preview. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Share tab audio. Yeah, share tab audio. Let's see, share.
Heard as a child split into each of these categories.
Do you guys hear the video?
With dating advice.
Type of one if you hear the
Number
video.
1, just be yourself. Reality, you can only afford to just be yourself if you're attractive enough in the first place.
Type of one if
Meanwhile,
you
for
hear the
anyone who's
video.
unattractive, it will be irrelevant because they'll get rejected based on their looks anyway. And for anyone average, jestemaxing will be required to get any attention.
There's an echo. Oh my goodness. I'm struggling over here. Hey, Jess. It's an echo. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I do not know what I'm doing. Okay. Do you hear me without the echo now? See, I don't, yeah, see, Hawk. So I have the tab open, so I played it through the tab. See, I don't know how to do that. Oh, mute my mic while it plays. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time and you guys tell me how it sounds.
Lie number 2. Be someone you yourself would want to date. Reality, this phrase is in direct contradiction to the last one. First you say just be yourself, now you say be someone you would want to date. Which is it? Lie number 3. Just be confident. Reality, your looks is your. Welcome back. Today I have 50 lies and phrases you'd have heard as a child split into each of these categories. Starting with dating advice. Lie number 1. Just be yourself. Reality, you can only afford to just be yourself if you're attractive enough in the first place. Meanwhile,
Okay, did you guys hear that number 1? It says just be yourself. And Wheat Waffle said that's a lie, whereas reality is saying only if you're attractive enough. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, type a 1. Okay, so yes. So people always say just be yourself. Just be yourself. A woman should like you for who you are. And then there's no other issues. Reality says only if you're attractive enough, which is true, right? Because basically women will choose the guy who they prefer, who they like, right? And whatever that guy may be, right? In this space, they say that, women will only like the Pookie and Ray Rays, right? Now, now with Pookie and Ray Ray, do she only choose the Pookie and Ray Ray that's attractive, or do he only just need to be a Pookie and Ray Ray, right? We never really discussed those things. He's stating you have to be only if you're attractive enough. See, I don't know. I will have to disagree with that because I see a lot of unattractive men. This is no shade to anyone. I'm not pointing out anybody or anything like that that are in relationships, that have girlfriends, whether they have whether their income meets the threshold, whether they make 40, 50,000, 60, 65,000, they are in relationships, right? So attractiveness, to me, I would have to say, does attractiveness play for the short-term goal or the long-term goal? Or they would say short-term mating or long-term mating. Shout out to Obsidian and Alan Roger Kirby for that. Oh, hey, shout out to, we got Coach EO in the building. How you been? We got the Coach EO in the building. You guys definitely gotta. Now he's going to give you the advice way better than I could, of course, but I'm going to give it to you the way I can. But so he's saying that lie number 1, just be yourself. Reality is only if you're attractive enough. So we know that when you are very attractive, right, you can get short-term sex very quickly, right? Long-term sex as well, because women, they wouldn't mind having both with you, right? So Hey, Shard, welcome. Jump on in. So, what do you? I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't. Whatever you guys think, put it in the chat. So, my opinion is the fact that just be yourself, but only if you're attractive. If you're attractive enough, yes, women will want you. You can get the short term sex or easy sex, as men would say. Long term sex, you can get that too. But men that are unattractive, can they get that short term sex out of women? And I don't know about that. Chris G, welcome. Jump into the chat. All right, let's go with point number 2. All right, you guys, bear with me. Bear with me. I am not a pro. All right, let's go with point number 2.
Well, for anyone who's unattractive, it will be irrelevant because they'll get rejected based on their looks anyway. And for anyone average, just maxing will be required to get any attention. Lie number 2. Be someone you yourself would want to date. Reality, this phrase is in direct contradiction to the last one. First you say just be yourself, now you say be someone you would want to date. Which is it? Lie number 3.
Okay, so he says, yes, hit the like button when you guys come in. He says, be someone you'd want to date. So I've heard that around in this space. They'll say, if you're not, be who you want to be, right? In a sense. But of course, we can't really be the opposite, of us in a sense. But basically, whatever you find attractive in is the echo again? Oh, I didn't mute oh man. Okay. I didn't mute it. Hold on. How about now? Is there echo or no echo? Okay. So, is the echo going, Jess? Let me know if the echo is gone. So, basically, lie number 2, be someone you'd want to date. And the reality is, he's saying that it contradicts just be yourself. Because if you tell someone just be yourself, right? Someone just being themselves may be just unkempt, right? A sloppy dresser, who doesn't smell good, or not, who doesn't have who's not personable, right? They may be okay, Jess. Just remember, okay, Jess says, just remember to mute your mic when you actually play the video. Okay, I have to remember that because Kareem, welcome. So basically, it's in contradiction of just be yourself, because yourself may not be good enough for whoever you want to attract. So being yourself, would that really actually get you the person who you want? Being yourself, and as individuals, we all have to make sure that we are at our best. Whatever our best is, grooming, right? Being personable, being on the path to our career, whatever those things are, you have to be your best. And to be at your best and to get the person who you want, and normally the people who we want are normally, I would say, they would either be more so on our level or a little bit higher than our level, because we all like aspire to, look up to people. So of course, when we see people who we think that, may be better than us, maybe outerly, we want parts of that. So I do agree with that. That contradiction definitely happens all the time. All right, so let's go with number 3. Let me mute this up.
Just be confident. Reality, your looks is your confidence for the most part. Let me ask you, who looks more confident out of these 2 guys? Lie 4. If I ask 100 girls out, at least one of them will
Okay. So, wait, let me drop the like and stuff in the chat. Give me a second. Man, just the way you do the chat, you make it look so easy. This is difficult, Jess. The way you and Danny do it, man, it seems like it's a cakewalk. It is not. So, lie number 3, just be confident. People say, hey, just be confident. You got it. Reality is looks equal confidence. Just be confident, but looks equals confidence. And you can see most good looking people are confident or appear to be confident, right? Because sometimes a person can appear to be confident, but they're not actually confident. But from the outwardly appearance, when they are good looking or attractive, that confidence will shine through, especially if they are confident. So Hawk says, being oneself is all that's needed. If innate attraction is already established outside of any ulterior motives. True, Hawk. Definitely. And I find that this situation would apply differently, right? Because sometimes if a person get to know you, they may find you attractive with something else other than your looks. Like if you're at work, you may spend time with a coworker, and then you come to grow to like that person. You're like, oh, you're pretty cool, you're pretty funny, or I like hanging out with you on lunch breaks, right? So then you can establish a rapport because you guys have something in common because you establish that rapport. But if you walk in and you see someone, then that confidence and looks will be what's going to be the number one deciding factor, because there's no getting to know you. If a guy walks up to a woman and he wants her number, right? She's going to give him the once over. She's going to look at him, and those looks are going to come into play, or just his conversation for that quick moment, or his outer appearance, his smile, whatever it is. That's going to be the deciding factor as well. Okay, we got Chris G. Okay, Chris G is giving Jess props in the chat, saying she took care of the business against the dude. He had to go to bed. Welcome, NC Worker. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's get to number 4. Let me mute up.
Most part. Let me ask you, who looks more confident out of these 2 guys? Lie 4. If I ask 100 girls out, at least one of them will say yes. Reality. By the time you've asked out 2 or 3, your reputation will be in tatters, and from now on you'll be forever known as the man who hits on every girl. Lie.
Okay, so this is a good one. Wait, let me go back because I want to put up the words. Hold on. Okay, this is a good one, right? Because we definitely heard this in the space that if you ask 100 girls, you at least get one to say yes. All you need is one for that day, right? But the reality is Oscar hits on everyone. So the word will get around quickly, or people with 2 eyes can see that. Your reputation will be destroyed after 2 to 3, right? So this will play, just like for instance, you're in a club, right? You're in a club hanging out, you're talking to a girl, and she's like, she flags you like, oh, no, no, no. And then you walk over to another girl and she flags you. Other women see what's going on. They see that you're talking to everybody. So when you talk to her, she doesn't feel special. You're like, wait, you're just grabbing at straws here. So no, no, I'm not giving you my number. I don't want to talk to you. I see that you're for the streets. You're for everybody in a sense. Okay, DJ Nav, welcome. Thanks for coming through. Okay, Hawk says initial physical attraction has to be established off the gate. Otherwise, everything else is bribing a woman into entertaining a guy just by pretending to like him. Good point, Hawk. And Nav says he heard there's a website that have these type of dudes on them. Yeah, there's plenty of websites, that you can go to for online dating. Um, well, I read it. He said I heard it's websites that have these type of dudes on them. I didn't breeze through it. I read it. So the lie versus if you asking 100 girls, because if you're getting rejected one after the other after the other after the other, I don't think that you would have that confidence that you had when you asked the first, second, and third. That confidence is not going to be there. You're going to say, wait, is it me? Wait, let me smell my breath. Is it my breath? Wait, do I got something in my teeth? What's going on? Wait, did I put deodorant on? You go sniff under your arms. Did I put some deodorant on? What's going on with me that these women are not attracted to me? So it may bother you for a little bit because you're like, wait, what's going on here? All right, let's go to number 5.
Asked out 2 or 3, your reputation will be in tatters, and from now on, you'll be forever known as the man who hits on every girl. Lie 5. Always reply to a woman's text as fast as possible so she knows you're available and interested. Reality. Responding immediately every time a text comes through is probably the fastest way to make a girl lose interest. Lie 6.
Okay, let's go with line number 5. Replying to text ASAP. Reality, this will make her lose interest, right? And I do agree with that. I agree that if you text someone as soon as you get a text, it's like, wait, what's going on? Are you not busy? Are you not working? And you don't want it to appear as if you're sweating the woman, right? You're sweating the woman, you're replying, and you're also, they're going to discuss it in here too, texting back to back. Whereas the woman may have never even sent a text to respond to your first text. And you're sending 1, 2, 3 texts and she never replied. That is called being thirsty. So you don't have to do a favor to say, oh, I want to be nice. I want to make sure that she got my text. So I'm a double text or triple text. That's definitely what you shouldn't do. And it goes for this. Now, this works for men and women. It goes on both sides. You shouldn't be texting a guy back either in the same manner. You just don't do that. That's just too thirsty.
Through is probably the fastest way to make a girl lose interest. Lie 6. Don't be too eager in the early stage, otherwise, you'll scare her off. Reality, again, in direct contradiction to the last point. Which is it? Be patient or respond readily and fast.
So lie number 6, don't be too eager in the early stages. Reality, they're saying that it contradicts the reply to text ASAP because some will say, if she texts you, text her back. Look, I'm grown. I don't got to play this game with anybody. I'm going to just text her back. But that could scare the woman away, or same thing, it could scare the man away because it still show thirsty vibes. You're too eager and you are excited in the beginning when you meet a woman, or if you meet a man, you are excited. You're like, oh man, I like him or I like her. And you want, and they'll text you and you want to shoot it back. Relax. Relax. Take a breath, relax, and then go ahead and continue um with your day. And then you send a text and then you keep the conversation. The conversation should be a ping pong. He texts, you text. He texts, you text. You just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. And that's how it should go. It shouldn't be text, 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 then one text from another person. And that kind of thing. It should definitely be ping pong. You should be playing the game of ping pong. And I'm not going to go over all of the 50 because it's way too many. And as you can see, I am slow. So, so it's too many to go over, and it will take me forever to get through these. But I just want to go over some of them because I want to bring some of you guys on so we can discuss some of the advice that's being given that you do not want to use at all. Not in this day and age, anyway.
Lie 7. If a girl doesn't respond to your texts, send a follow up. She probably just missed it. Reality. I guarantee she did see it, but she just didn't care enough to respond.
So, line number 7, if she doesn't respond, double text her. That is definitely a no, 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 no. You do not definitely. Oh, wait, hold on. Will this mess up? Hold on, guys, because I want to see if it's going to mess up. Okay. So, basically, if if you text her, she don't respond, you double text her back. That's definitely a no-no. Because the reality is she didn't care to respond in the first place. And it doesn't matter why she didn't respond, right? She could be busy, she could be uninterested. None of that even matters. It's the fact that she didn't respond. So don't be too eager to double text, triple text, or quadruple text. Do not do that. And it applies for women too. Do not be too thirsty responding to someone who have not responded back to you. You can't do that. You have to stop that.
This be a rule of thumb to never double text under any circumstances, guys. Lie 8. Just put yourself out there. Reality. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. Putting yourself out there via either online dating or cold approach won't help you if you're not getting any interest in the first place.
Now, line number 8, they're saying that just put yourself out there. Versus the reality is, if you're not getting any interest, 0 times any number equals 0. So you can be on dating sites, you can be on Instagram, social media, Twitter, or wherever sites you're on. But listen, if no one's biting, no one's biting. But that doesn't mean that you give up. You may have to tweak a couple things, tweak your information, your appearance, or whatever. But I say you still give it a shot. You still definitely give it a shot, because if you doing 0 and you continue to do 0, then 0 equals 0 times 0. You're getting nothing. All right, let's.
Lie 9. Just tell her how you really feel. Reality. Guys, trust me. If a woman likes you, she'll make it obvious she wants to push things forward. I've been there. It's really not a complicated process and should never have to get to the point of you confessing your love to her.
Okay, lie number 9. Just tell her how you feel. Reality is, if she likes you, she'll make it clear. I don't necessarily know about that. Peace to Game Changer in the chat. Thanks for coming through, GC. So, line number 9, just tell her how you feel. If she likes you, she'll make it clear. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily say yes to that, because men, they're not outwardly with their feelings. Women, we're very emotional, so we'll say how we feel. We have no problems with that. But men, not so much, right? Men, are composed, and they want to hold in their feelings. And then they make sure their feelings differently anyway. Women and men show feelings differently. So we shouldn't expect the feelings of a man to represent feelings of a woman. It's just no way for that. And vice versa with women. If there's a man, basically flip the script. We can't expect other people to have the same feelings of the opposite sex the way that we feel. There's just no way for that. Okay, I'm going to do lie number 10, and then I'm going to open it up so that way we can discuss these things. I'm not going to do all of the 50, but I do want you guys to jump on. And GC, I definitely want you to jump on if you have some time to spare.
And should never have to get to the point of you confessing your love to her. Lie 10. If she flakes on a date, she was probably just going through an emotional time and you should ask her if it's okay for you to offer a second time. Reality. Never tolerate a flake. If it happens, the ball is in her court, and if she really wants you, she'll be the one to come chasing. Lie.
Lie number 10. If she flakes, she was probably busy. Reality, the ball is in her court. Let her return. So it's a good one. Because basically it's saying that, oh, well, she flaked on you. She was busy. It should be no problem. But the reality is, no. If she flaked, then that was, that was an effed up situation. Because if you have to change the plans, then you communicate that and you change the plans. So when a person does that, that's an instant red flag, right? Up to the point of maybe you don't even communicate back at all either. Like I said, this goes for both sides. This goes for men and women. Do not let anyone flake because it's sort of a disrespect, and you don't allow that to continue. Mm-mm. All right, so I'm going to open up the panel. I want you guys to jump on and share your opinion of this. I didn't go through the 50, but as you can see, it's taking me a long time to even go through these 10. But jump on. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I dropped the link in the chat. I don't know if I need to stop sharing or whatever. I don't know. Can you jump on, GC? So basically, and a lot of these dating advice, it had ages on there, right? They had an age range. They had denial of the importance of looks, that was from age 19 to 27. There was phrases providing false and endless hope, that was the age range of 28 to 35. Relationship advice was 36 to 44, and coping with rejections was age 45 to 50. Okay, let me stop sharing the screen, I believe. That was 45 to 50. And I do believe, see, when you're dating, you have to keep in mind the age that you are at, because everyone dates differently at different age brackets. So one that's 18 to 23 would date different from the person who's 23 to 30, or the person from 30 to 35 may date differently than the person 37. You get my point. Like each age range have a different sort of bracket that they need to date from. Because hold on, guys, 1 second. So basically, when you're dating and people are giving you advice, it depends on the age of the person. Do they have experience? Have they been through something? All that needs to be taken into account when you're out here dating. And most importantly, too, a lot of the space says that they're kind of giving up on dating as if that they can't find a woman. I don't want an American woman. I want to get a woman overseas. All the women in America, just throw them away. Just throw them in the trash, right? And I don't necessarily believe in that. I believe that you just have to take your time to find your one. 1, 2, 3, or 4, or whatever. When I say finding one, it does seem very difficult, because to find one, that's basically finding a needle in a haystack, and we know how difficult that is. So when I say the one, meaning the fact that you're making sure that you're looking for the right characteristics in that person. What are their values? All those things are extremely important when finding your mate. Hold on one second, guys. So, yeah, so when you're finding your mate, you have to keep all those things in mind. So my thing is, when it comes to advice, because this says the 50 worst blue pill advice. I didn't see anything about the anything for the red pill advice, right? Because I do believe that there's the truth and reality in the red pill too. And I would like to discuss those things, the truth versus the reality in the red pill advice, because this space definitely gives a lot of red pill advice. And what it doesn't do is determine the truth from the reality. And there's definitely a big truth versus reality in the red pill as well. So no one jumped on. So I will continue. Let me continue on. I will continue on with the chat with the blue pill lies.
I 11. If she rejects you, keep pursuing her anyway. It shows you care about her and want to see her. Nothing will make her appreciate you more than that. Reality. If you do this after a woman says no, it will get to the point where she'll get annoyed and angry with you for not getting the gist.
Okay, lie 11. If she rejects you, keep pursuing. Oh, hell no. And the reality is, she'll get angry. You don't back down. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Melody, shout out to Melody. Thanks for coming through, Melody. I appreciate you. Shar, thanks for coming to the chat. Shout out to Shar Willie. What they say, Char Willie. Char Willie, you got in the chat. So, no, if she rejects you, keep pursuing. If she rejects you, you keep pursuing, right? It depends on the rejection, right? If it's blatant rejection and blatant disrespect, do you still pursue? I would say hell to the no, right? Because no one deserves that, and you don't accept that from anybody. Reality, she'll get angry. You don't back down. Absolutely not, right? If she rejects you, that's a no. If he rejects you, that is a no. That's what you call pick me behavior. You are being a pick me if someone is rejecting you and you continue to pursue them. A lot of people get the pick me definition confused because Shira, she coined the term pick me. And that was when you keep pursuing someone who does not have the same interest in you. Yet you continue to pursue, and they do not feel the same way. You're saying pick me, pick me, pick me. And a guy can be a pick me, and so can a female be a pick me. So no, if a person rejects you, that's a hell no. You got to get up out of there. And she'll get angry. You don't back down. No, absolutely not. No, you just end that situation. Game changer. Hey, welcome. What are your thoughts on this?
Okay, so on the pick me thing, I men are more forgiving. We don't really look at we expect women to be weak. Where the same is not true for women. They don't expect men to be weak, and they don't really. They're turned off by a man's weakness. Men aren't necessarily put off by a woman's weakness because it's kind of expected. So, I'm not going to say it's embraced, but it's definitely tolerated more. So, say a woman does something and it's like, listen, this is over. And dude is like, look, this relationship is over. It's over. And the woman could come back and be like, something, I'm going to work on that thing that ended the relationship in the first place. And he will rightly consider it, where women, she might consider it, but it's going to be at a completely different respect deficit. Now, as far as pick me goes, pick me is a term that I heard prior to being aware of She Was Seven. I don't think that she coined it, because I heard it. I heard it through various sources. They were talking about Amara La Negra. It was really more of a mainstream thing before I heard it on YouTube. And
Well, but no, Shira, when she was talking about Pick Me, she mentioned Amara La Negra before in one of her streams. So I believe that it was definitely, it became. I'll say this: all words are not new, right? So,
right,
but I'll say that she was the one who livened up the word.
okay,
She
fair enough.
she made it poppin', the word basically.
Fair enough. At the time, the definition, as I understood it, was towards Amara La Negra, and she was a woman who wasn't necessarily begging a previous man to get back, to get back with the previous man. Amara La Negra was the woman who went the extra mile to please her man. There was pictures of her in lingerie cleaning the bathroom and or cleaning the shower, and it was really in reference to that, like she's doing too much. That's what they were saying. The pick me was.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do remember that. But remember, that's the new skinny Amara La Negra. The thicker Amara La Negra was on the show.
Okay.
Remember on the
I
show,
don't,
she on the show she was thicker. She wore her afro.
well, she had an afro in that picture.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know. I didn't know she was ever like thick, thick. There's definitions of thick. I mean,
yeah. She was
you're
yeah.
thick. I like your thick.
Well,
But
no, she's thin now. She's thin.
okay,
Before she was thicker, so when she was on the show. So basically we remember her from the show, thicker Amara La Negra. So that's why Pick Me was used at that point. Now that picture with her cleaning, that's brand new skinny Amara La Negra.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about pygmies is they're more valuable than regular women because they're thinner and they clean out the bathroom in lingerie. So, from a man's point of view, and from anybody's point of view, they are better at being women. So, I don't think that it's a word that should be used to shame women. And because it's not a shameful thing to please a man, and it's most certainly a man should not be look at a woman in a shameful way if she's looking to please him. As far as the definition that you were saying, and of course, words have multiple definitions. But as far as the definition of you saying, a woman begging a man to get back, that's also not shaming. That's also not shameful from a man's point of view. We at least as me as a man, I don't really look at it as, oh, this woman is pathetic. She's begging to get back with me. I look at it like, okay, this is perhaps she's somebody I could work with.
Well, okay, so there's different pick me definitions that I've known in this space. So I hear the way that you're saying it, right? Which is different than, as I was saying, the original context of it. Because the original context of it is that men chase. And when a woman chases a man, you're being a pick me because he's not your guy, but you're chasing him. Women should not chase men. You allow men to do the pursuing.
Well,
Did that make sense?
To a certain extent. You see, women shouldn't approach men, most definitely. However, should women make themselves the best option to be approached? Absolutely.
I can
And
agree with that.
and that's not pursuing. That's not pursuing. Your chicken is not pursuing, but it is a way to assure that you are pursued over the chicks with burnt chicken. Let's be clear.
Well,
Yours is golden. Yours is
so
golden.
when I'm saying pursue, okay, let me give you an example.
Okay.
So the man, just say for instance, he asks for your number at first, right?
Right.
Hey, well, no, I'm sorry. He asked for your number. Y'all exchange numbers, right?
Right.
So then the woman made text first, like, "Hey, it was good. It was good meeting you," or something like that. He don't respond. She sent another text, like stuff like that. It's like when you don't allow the man to do the pursuing, and you step into their role of pursuing. You know what I'm saying? That's where the pick me comes through. Whereas you're not stepping into your feminine space and allow the man to be in his masculine space and pursue as men would do. You're stepping out your femininity to start doing what the man should be doing. And everything. So for another example, you just met the guy and you're talking. You're like, oh, when you gonna take me out on a date? As opposed to allowing the man to do that. You understand?
Well, yeah, I get it. I don't know if I've ever heard the term pick me used in that particular way.
Well,
But
the example I'm giving is you're so excited and you don't even know if the guy's interested. You're more interested in the guy than the guy is into you, and it's not a good dynamic. Those dynamics is that's a slippery slope.
um
But wait, GC, let me get Melody on there. I know she had dropped off and she's back. So let's get Melody in on there. Then we'll come back to your opinion. You're definitely giving some good game here. I do appreciate you.
Hi,
Hey
Naima.
Melody, welcome to the show.
Hi, Naima. Congratulations. You're going live now.
Thank you. I'm trying to get my hours in and watch time or however it goes.
Yes. Hold on. Let me put my seatbelt on. I'm kind of in and out and it's staticky because I'm driving. I just wanted to come up to show you love, say hey.
Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that.
And my definition of a pick me pretty much is a woman who want to be picked. All that other stuff is just women who can't get picked, shaming women for because they can't compete with the women they call pick me's. So that's
I
what I
think
think
I
it
think you would, yeah, because you and GC definition normally aligns together.
is. Right, right.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not knocking it because you guys created your own other pick me. You know what I'm saying? You did a pick me 2.0, and that's okay.
well,
Right.
Yeah,
we just changed
you
the
guys
perception of
definition
the
pick me 2.0.
I
well,
was
we
pretty much
changed the
tired of
perception of
being,
the original definition.
What'd you
huh?
say?
I was saying we changed the perception of the original definition. It's really the same definition, a woman who wants to get picked. But it was used as a shameful way. Like you should be ashamed because you want to get picked because you clean his bathroom in your lingerie and make him want to bite your booty. It's you should be ashamed of that. So we just changed the perception of the same definition. Really, we looked at the Amara La Negra picture as a plus, not a minus.
Right. See, nothing wrong with that at all. And I used to always get, and I love it. Like the more you call me a pick me, I'm like, okay, yes, I do want to get picked. I don't mind that. But what do you
Right.
call? But
Yeah.
Tanika call them pass me's. So that's the new
Oh,
definition.
okay. I never heard that one. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, that's definitely a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? So did you want to add anything else, GC?
Oh, well, let's see. What's on the screen? If she rejects you, keep pursuing. Yeah, I don't think that really works for guys. Women will have more success on that, but sometimes will come with a compromise. But yeah, that's all I have on the pick me situation. I'm curious
Okay.
about lie 12.
Oh, okay. We can go to line number 12. Let's go. Stand by.
But listen, thanks for having me up. I gotta drop down because it sounds really bad right now on this
Okay.
channel.
Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you. And Melody has a channel as well. Go check out Sweet Melody Speaks.
Thank you so much. Check me
All
out.
righty, darling.
All right. See you later. I
Okay.
want you, if you can, one Tuesday come through so we can do like a little interview. If
Okay.
you can.
Okay. We'll set that
Thank
up.
you.
Okay. Take it
Definitely.
easy. All right.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Let's go to line number 12. We have Melody join the chat. I appreciate you.
Lie 12. Humor is what women care about the most. Just be a funny person and women will start being attracted to you. Reality. Women will voluntarily laugh at jokes for guys who they find attractive. Meanwhile, a joke told by an unattractive guy will be seen as offensive or creepy.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
go ahead.
yeah, so that's an interesting one because I do favor myself to be a funny man. I do. And I also consider myself to be more funny than I am handsome. Now,
Okay.
that may or may not be true. Um, I will say that in the past, my humor has gotten me further than my looks. If I had to, and I'm not saying I'm an ugly dude, I'm just saying that my humor probably got me further than my looks. And that's not because, not because I'm an ugly dude, but it's because it's easier for them to find a guy who is more handsome than I am than it is for for them to find a guy who's funnier than I am. It's very difficult. So that's a tough one. If a woman is interested in me, because sometimes when I meet a chick, I often lead with humor. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't work if I looked like Lil Wayne. Who knows?
So, this is, yeah. So it's saying that humor matters most. Just be funny, right? And
Oh
I
no,
so right. So humor matters most. Just be funny, right? You can be funny, because everyone do like uh, a funny kind of guy, right? Even if you're unattractive, because people will still will kind of cling on to you, either in the friendly, in the friendly way, right? Because you're like, oh, he's funny. I like him. I like being around him, right?
no.
But when you get the girl, right? That's something different. So, and they're saying that reality, ha ha ha, you're so funny, Chad. So we're saying that Chad is not necessarily funny, but he's good looking. So they're going to laugh anyway because he is good looking. So women voluntarily laugh at Chad's jokes, but his jokes may be trash. So Chad don't have to really try too hard because they're going to laugh anyway, right?
Right. Um, I get it. But okay. Well, you tell me as a woman, right? Chad has to say something. Like you say, a man has to do the initial pursuit. Have you ever came across a guy who was so chatty that he didn't have to say anything? Like he just walked up and said, "Hey," and your panties dropped. Like, I mean, I think you need both. And trust me, it's better to be a Chad with poor humor than it is to be exceptionally humorous and look like Flavor Flav. I can definitely understand that, but he has to say something, right? Trust me,
Yeah.
humor isn't the most important thing, but I don't think Chad just gets it, especially nowadays. I don't think that Chad can really just rely solely on chattiness anymore.
I think because we have like a primary, then you have the secondary, right?
Okay.
And so sometimes if the primary doesn't work, the secondary may kick in. So we have to keep those things in mind too.
Ah, good point.
Yeah, but I feel as though if you are humorous, you can work with that if you're very funny. Um, yeah, you can work with that. I believe that because it's something about you, right? Because everyone may not have the looks, but it's like, if you're charismatic, there's something there that a woman is attracted to. So long as you have that something that's there, I believe that you can work with that.
Yeah, I agree. I
It's
agree.
workable.
So, and yeah, we can agree on that. So, would you also agree that it's many tools? It takes many tools for a man. I don't think that any one thing matters most. I think that men are born with a certain set of tools, and some of them they develop over years, like money and things like that. You know, um, yeah, I think that you work best with what you have, which is why I've never really been like a relationship coach because I know that people have different tools that I might not necessarily possess. Um,
Yeah.
so like I wouldn't know what dating strategy an exceptionally handsome guy like what would I tell like if Tyson Bedford had trouble because he said the wrong thing or something like that, I wouldn't know what advice to give him because I don't come from a Tyson Bedford um, you know stance. I never looked like that guy. So, you know, um, or if Kevin Hart, the opposite, like people have different tools that they use and manipulate to their advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But a lot of the guys, because I think I forgot what number it was, it said that just be yourself. But if you're not attractive, would that really work? Right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So if you're not attractive, then what tools will you use to appeal to the opposite sex? Right? Because you have to have those tools.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not an attractive guy, then physical appeal is not a tool that you have. Doesn't mean that you can't, that you can't. Now, I will say that it is a lot more difficult, especially now than it was in the past for an unattractive guy. But it just means that you have to rely on a different set of skill sets.
Yeah.
Now, um, many guys don't have the different skill sets, and that becomes problematic, especially if you're looking for short-term dating. But these are ones that you can work on, develop, and hopefully it'll get you what you're looking for.
Yes, and I know that GC, you shared with everyone that the kind of girls that you like a smart woman.
Mhm.
You like her to be smart and attractive, um, natural hair, right? That will make you a sandwich, right? Is that correct?
Well, close. Sandwich, the sandwich, yeah,
Oh, sandwich. Yes, the
exactly.
sandwich. Yes, she got to make the sandwich or whatever. So is that still the same? Did that change? Things change.
No, that's pretty much what I have and what I've been, what I really want. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but smart women, I mean, some of these things overlap because a smart woman would make a man a sandwich. Like submitting to a mate is the smart thing to do. Combating with them isn't. So, these things overlap with each other. But yeah, that's definitely what I look for in a woman. Um,
Are you dating? Or you
have
have?
uh,
Are you dating, GC? You have a
I'm in a
girlfriend?
relationship. I'm in a relationship,
Okay.
but,
So okay. Is it the
but
same relationship?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will say that it's tenuous, especially since November. But we're officially together
Okay.
in title only. I'm going to say that. But
What does that mean, GC?
um, it okay. I'll put it like this: what at this point in our relationship, what is binding us together, and I should say me with her, is the fact that I would prefer not to be single, and I think that that is the only binding factor between the two of us. So,
Hmm.
without giving too much of the relationship details.
Okay. Maybe we got to catch up. You got to
Yeah,
update me.
yeah, I'll call you on that.
But all right. Let's do number 13.
Okay.
All right.
Terribly laugh at jokes for guys who they find attractive. Meanwhile, a joke told by an unattractive guy will be seen as offensive or creepy. Lie 13. Always tell a woman how beautiful she is. Women love to be complimented. Reality. If this is true, I dare you to ask any of the guys on TikTok who do this repeatedly just how they're getting on. I guarantee they'd have gotten a combined grand total of 0 back out of it. Lie 4.
So, yes and no. Um, Trust me, you definitely don't want to unless you have like a particular skill set. Like I mentioned, give the gifts of charisma and humor or something like that, and it is a part of either of those two things. you definitely don't want to just start with that. You show it's pretty, like that's not going to get you anywhere, especially in a forum like TikTok, where she's kind of aware of that because you fall into a backdrop of many others who 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 do that. So,
Okay.
yeah,
I
but
want to,
if you could do it in a humorous fashion or a charismatic fashion, then by all means do it. But
yeah.
out of that, don't.
All right. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to James Faison. Thank you for coming to the chat. I appreciate you. So yeah, so lie number 13, tell her she's beautiful, right? And then we see the reality, ask any TikTok simp if it worked. So beautiful, gorgeous, wow. And the thing that a lot of guys would do is um, every time they address the women is, oh, hey beautiful, how are you beautiful, hey beautiful. And I think it could be laid on thick and it's way too much, and it just and it doesn't seem genuine at that point. It's just like if I say, hey GC, oh hey GC,
Yeah,
it's not endearing. It's not endearing at all. So it's like, yeah, so a woman is not really going to take that as something special. She's going to just think that this is how you greet everybody. So at
you,
that point, yeah, she's not wait, what?
funny story. I do that. Um, I do that. I did it at one point unknowingly, and now I do it out of habit. When
Okay.
I'm in a Spanish country, because bonita means beautiful. But I thought hermosa meant beautiful, and so I because they have like a age hierarchy, and I knew that senorita meant like an older woman, a senior woman, and Nina meant like a younger woman.
Yeah, Nina.
Yeah, and I thought that bonita was just like in between, but no,
Well,
it means beautiful. So I
well,
bonita.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, that was the end of the story. I just walked around and say, "Hey, bonita," like that's just how I greeted all of them, beautiful or not.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the culture.
Oh, okay,
Yes. So I think that that's okay.
okay,
Yeah, because their culture, they do use that greeting, so it wouldn't come off as disingenuous. It's like a greeting, and so they greet you back. You
okay.
know,
So when they say Poppy, it's not like, "Ooh, she called me daddy." It's not. It's just the
right?
culture. Yeah,
Exactly.
nothing to
Yes.
get excited over. I got you. Okay.
Yes. Correct. All right. Should we do number 14?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Guys on TikTok who do this repeatedly just how they're getting on. I guarantee they have gotten a combined grand total of 0 back out of it. Lie 14. Just try to be her friend. Reality. Guys, if you do this, I promise when you eventually try making your move, she'll simply say something like, so all this time you was only being nice so you could try to get with me. Lie 15.
Okay.
So I have been friend zoned. I have been friend zoned before. She didn't quite say that. In fact, I didn't have an opportunity to attempt to transition it into an actual relationship.
Okay.
However, yeah, but I didn't try to be friends. I made it clear that I want to sleep with her and keep it clean. I made it clear that I want to F her in the beginning,
Okay.
but it just dragged on so long that it wound up being a friendship involuntarily. So yeah, there's yeah, it can happen, but no, the friend zone is not a good place to be in.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I would agree with that. Women, we friend zone men. I friend zone men. Plenty of men. But I know that from a male perspective, they don't want to be friend zoned. They're like, wait, I'm interested. Why am I being friend zoned here? And if you're trying to be her friend, or you're trying to get close to be her friend to get access to, to something else, then that could crumble too. Because if she's putting you meant in a certain box and you do something different, it's like, wait, she can look at you sideways. Now, whether the guy cares or not, because the guy may say like, okay, well, I didn't want access, and if I don't have access anyway, then what are we doing here? But it's just the fact that I guess if you would use ARC, shout out to ARC, mode one, be mode one with it. If if you have the cojones to be mode one, then be the mode one.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Mode one is definitely one of many tools that a man has at his disposal, and this is why I leave given relationship advice to the experts like ARC, because that particular advice comes from not only a guy who, shout out to Sweet Melody Speaks, who she said is exceptionally handsome. I think other women have said that too. So it also comes from a guy who throughout his life, in one form or another, had a significant amount of social status. So yeah, it works for him. However, what I found is that many women are on the borderline. Like, they're willing to sleep with you if you say the right thing. And, walking up
If
to her
you
and
say the right thing?
Yes. So what I mean by borderline is, okay, so, Tyson Bedford, the actual Tyson Bedford, walks up to you. There isn't much a guy like that could say wrong. However, I don't know, who's a regular looking guy? Can't think of a regular looking actor.
A regular celebrity?
Yeah, regular celebrity.
Regular.
Lorenz Tate. Let's say Lorenz Tate, right?
Okay. Well, I think Lorenz Tate is cute. So
He's cute, but he's short.
Oh, how short is he?
I don't know. I know he's not a tall dude. And I remember like Halle Berry standing over him in Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
You think he might be 5'7" or shorter than that?
Hold on, let me see. He is 5'7". He's exactly 5'7".
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Method Man is 6'2" and Neil Long is 5'2". I don't know why that came up, but yeah.
And Tyson Bedford is how tall?
All right, hold on. So he's the same height as me.
How tall?
6'0".
Okay, 6 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there is. Yeah. Okay. So with you being tall, there is advantage in dating. At least here in the U.S. That height is an advantage. Yes.
So what I'm saying is, that's great advice, and Tyson Bedford would use that particular tool, the direct approach, and get greater success with it than Lorenz Tate, presumably. I mean, you as a woman can tell who has a better features.
Hold on, DC. Go ahead, continue. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and that's my thing about mode one. It's the advice of a person who is closer to Tyson Bedford than he is to Lorenz Tate or Kevin Hart or somebody like that. But it's one of many tools that a person can use in their tool belt. That's all I'm saying about that. As far as just try to be your friend, first of all, you shouldn't have to try to be anyone's friend. You shouldn't. Like, friendships is something that's formed naturally. The fact that you're trying to do it, it means something. It means that you want something else. Like, there's a reason why you have to try to be that person's friend. So picture kids on a playground, they just naturally say, this is the person I want to dig in the sand with, or this is the person I want to swing on the swing with, because they're the person I want to swing on the swing with. You don't have an ulterior motive when you're a kid. Trying to be their friend means that you have an ulterior motive. Now, the problem with that is this. Just like Naima said, they know that you want more. See, women, gotta understand this, fellas. Women understand that the primary reason that that people speak to them ever is because they want to F them rigorously. And really, that's the only reason that we ever speak to them ever, unless they work at the DMV or something like that. Like, if it wasn't for that, I don't think we'd ever speak to them ever. They know that, and they put you in the friend zone. Now, what is the friend zone? It means the friend zone is what can they get from you that they deem valuable. Now, a lot of guys, especially if you're not a Tyson Bedford type dude or something like that, you're not rich, you're not exceptionally handsome. You're an average guy. You're average in every facet of manhood, right? Nothing wrong with that. Average is where most people are. Anyway, you say to yourself, I have nothing. I'm just a regular guy. What do I have to offer her as a friend? So why would she take advantage of me? But you have, and what I was taking advantage of for was my company. I gave her company. She wanted company. You know, I'm a fun
Mm-hmm.
person to be around. So she was using me for that. The time I was friend zoned, she was using me for my be aroundedness. And so you have something that you should guard no matter what.
Okay. Yes. I do believe that women will definitely friend zone a guy, especially if she's not interested. She may be, lonely. Um, but it's men in a sense will friend zone a woman, right? And under the sense of you can be my friends with benefits in a sense. That's under that context, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And in that context, it is clear what the guy wants. But yes, that is the female equivalent to a friend zone. If you
Right,
are friends with benefits,
right. Because she may want more from that guy, and he's like, uh, nah, I'm good, right? I'm just good staying right here. So
agreed. It
yeah.
is it is difficult, but I do try not to do that.
Oh, try not. Keywords. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it is a key word because it is very difficult to turn down an opportunity to do that. And being honest with you, as a man, it is very difficult for us to. It's very difficult for a man to say no to beautiful women or physically attractive women. It's very difficult for us to turn down the sexual opportunity with that. Turning down what opportunity is not something we're wired to do as men.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking,
Oh,
GC. All right, let's get to number 15.
I promise when you eventually try making your move, she'll simply say something like, so all this time you was only being nice so you could try to get with me. Liar 15. Ask your female friends for advice. They will have been in the situation before and be able to tell you what made them attracted to a guy. Reality. Women don't know themselves what they're attracted to half the time. And if they do, they're hardly going to tell you that because they're afraid of offending you.
Okay, line number 15 says, ask your female friend for advice. So if you're a male, you're asking a female for advice from the female's perspective, whereas you're the guy who, in a sense, need to use your male perspective. Reality, women don't know what they want. What do you say to that, GC?
it depends on the female that you're asking for advice.
Okay.
It does. It
Okay.
does. When I was being friend zoned, I'm pretty sure if I would have asked you, like, hey, so I met this chick at work. She's pretty. They're on a break. This is the story. She was on a break with her boyfriend. And we've been hanging out. So I think he probably would have given me advice, like, she's with you for the company until she gets back with her regular boyfriend.
Yeah. True. True indeed.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't see. It depends on the friend.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, because I believe that men who have friends, female friends or female friend coworkers, or whatever, they they do trust in that person to give them some advice, because sometimes you may have an idea in your mind, but you just want that confirmation in a sense, or you may want maybe a different perspective if you're overthinking it or whatever. And this this would apply on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a lot of women, we do like to get males advice and perspective too on men, right? So it's very common. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our advice is simple. Like, and this is what I tell the female members of my family. Like, every question you have for me about men, the answer will always be to get more pussy.
Okay.
Because they always come to me like, why do guys do this to get more pussy? Yeah, but why do they do to get more pussy? Yeah, but why do they to get more?
GC, where do you make up these words?
Well, I don't trigger the algorithm, so I don't trigger the algorithm. But
No, I know, I understand that, but that's funny.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. But all right, so let's go to number 16.
Bias 16. Make it a priority to meet up with a girl's friends. It's a great way to get in her circle and make her comfortable. Reality. If you meet with her friends, I guarantee they'll have nothing but bad things to say about you afterwards. Lie 17.
All right. I never really got that advice. Now, do female friends have a lot of negative stuff to say about me? Yeah. Yeah, they all do. Oh.
Wait, so all the friends will have something negative to say about you? Why?
Yeah. I'm considered to be a misogynist. I'm considered,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes the friends don't like nerds, but the chick that I'm seeing does. So, that works against me from time to time.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all they could say.
But you know what? It's funny because yeah, I know you call yourself a nerd, but you say you're more humorous than attractive, right?
Mhm.
So maybe the woman would think that, do you deserve that sort of confidence? Because that is the sort of kind of confidence as well, too, right?
What? Wait, you say a nerd confidence? What do you mean?
No, not the nerd. So like if you kind of come off as the a-hole in a sense.
Okay.
Right. So some people think that it could be off-putting or turn off, but some, and then on the same sense, that can be a confidence kind of thing.
Oh, I get you. I get you. Um, well, yeah, it could be. I mean, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a looks related confidence, you know. But I get it. Okay, so here's the thing about looks, to me, and this is just from a person in his early 40s, who have seen the before and after of the internet. Looks do not get a man anywhere nowadays unless you are like the top 0.1% of good looking guys. And that's just because women who date on looks only can find a more handsome guy than you immediately online, like with a swipe of her finger. So even if you are a handsome guy, and if they lined up 100 guys, you would be the handsomest guy there. It really doesn't matter because there's 5,000 guys on her Tinder thing, and you're not the handsomest out of 5,000. So you know, abandon all hope. Good looking guys who are used to getting women from their looks, abandon all hope on that because that's just out the window. You know, um, I hate to say it. Okay.
So you know what, GC?
Okay.
Ugly confidence is attractive. That's a thing.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But if her friend doesn't find it attractive, and I'm not saying I'm an ugly dude, but no, I get that feedback from women, the nerd thing, from their friends, the nerd thing, but mostly the misogynist thing, and just Yeah, yeah. When I meet, chicks friends, chances are I'm gonna say something to piss them off. Like not deliberately, but something
Yeah.
is gonna come out, and and
Well, see, but the thing is too with GC with you want the woman to make a sandwich, right? But then on the other hand, you are a guy who will protect and provide for his woman too. So
right.
right, so you know, so it's not like you're like giving her a laundry list of things that's long, and your list is, or you have no list for yourself, or one thing on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I've gotten that. I've gotten old fashioned. Um, Let me see. What type of feedback do I get from female friends? See, the thing about it is I don't really hear it much, but I think a lot of women really just hate to hate. Like they just disapprove for the sake of disapproving. Like, because they could be jealous. Like it typically comes from single friends. Like they could be jealous.
yeah, well that's always going to be the case. There's always a hint of jealousy when it comes to if you pursuing or want to be in a relationship, someone else is not. They may have that little bit of jealousy there. So that
Mhm.
yeah, that's common.
Oh, you know something though, Naima? Now that I think about it, I might just be you know how you have a tendency to like remember the extreme bad of situations?
Okay.
Looking back, because I was like probing my memory for bad experiences, and I was like, actually, I've gotten a lot of good feedback too.
Okay.
Like I think when they ask for friends and family members, that's good feedback. Like like I want a replicate of this guy. So
Oh, okay.
like, we found this guy. Can he find me one like him? So I've gotten good feedback too. So yeah, now I think it's been pretty balanced. I think that this one may be a little off.
Okay. Well, listen, now my memory, I trust me, my memory is not good. Like I'll all my friends have told me, and even in previous relationships, they're like, "Remember this? Remember when we had fun?" I'm like, I'm telling you, my memory is so bad. So, so people are always bringing me up to speed on things and stuff like that. So I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, have you given bad reviews for a guy?
Hmm. I have.
Oh, you want to
I
know?
have.
You want to know? Well, right quick. You want to know the main bad review I get? You don't notice about me, or maybe I told you in private, but people don't notice about me. I'm a slob. So
Oh, okay. No, you never shared that.
yeah, yeah. So that is a bad review that I get in long-term relationships a lot from both the females and their friends. But I get that it's really more of a cosign because they call their friends to complain about my slobbery, and then the friends back them up on that. So that is a bad review I get all the time, but it's a bad trait to have about a person. So I just take it like,
Yeah.
so
So
I
is
just
it so
is
GC, are you like a slob, that meaning like you'll want to leave your pants on the floor expecting the woman to clean it up, to clean it up slob, or you just messy, you make a mess, you leave it there, you put your pants on the floor, you leave it there. You
yeah,
don't
that's what I
you
do.
don't you don't put the you don't put the toilet seat down. Like, is it just is it just one thing after the other after the other after the other kind of thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It's a
OMG,
no,
GC.
it's a continuous stream of carelessness. Of yeah, yeah. I'm not proud of it, but yeah, that's me.
Okay. Well, at least you can admit it. Listen, at least you're honest about that and can admit those things.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I'm not nasty. Like I wash my hands, but do I put the seat down? No. And I'm not being like it's not me being a deliberate jerk or anything. It's like I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about how good it is to not have the pee in me anymore. And let me wash my hands in so I can touch the remote. I'm not thinking about that.
yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, we have Al Nixon, who joined the panel. What's your take, El Nixon? I'm not sure how if you just got here or if you heard a little bit about what we've been talking about, but you can jump in anywhere.
But what's up with those Eagles?
LMG.
No. What was it? How you doing? What's going on, Game Changer? What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, Nixon?
I ain't come over there and hang out with y'all in a minute, man. I had to come back over there.
Oh yeah, definitely come through.
Yeah. So catch me up to speed here, because I heard last thing I heard was Game Changer just be leaving this shit everywhere.
Yeah. So basically, we're going over 50 worst blue pill advice because we have the truth versus reality. So basically, friends will tell you one thing, right? But the reality is something different. Have that ever happened to you? Someone would say one thing to you, but the reality is something completely different.
Yeah, it happens, but I don't really like to be around people like that. That's why my circle is like extra small, because I like my friends to tell me the truth. You know what I mean? I might not even want to hear it within that conversation, but I always think about it, and then I call them back, and tell them that I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like people around me that's gonna lie. I don't like cheerleaders. I like people that's gonna tell me the truth, not let me go out looking crazy, and I respect that. So.
Okay. Well, your picture, I know you're a veteran, right, El Nixon?
Oh, yes.
Right. So I'm sure you've been all over the world, experienced different cultures, and things of that nature. So, so I'm sure that you can give a lot of good advice to people.
Yeah, but I mean,
That is.
well, when it comes to like in the military, like I'm not even gonna lie, like kind of like my retirement speech is like that Jordan Hall of Fame speech. Like, I pissed a lot of people off on purpose. When it comes to like ethics and saying one thing and doing another, like I wasn't with the telling my guys, don't get tore up, on Friday, and then the higher up the chain of command was getting drunk and getting DUIs. Like, when we on deployment, and I was in relationships, like you didn't see me at in the hotels doing stuff. First of all, you're not supposed to get with people overseas anyway, especially if you're paying for it. Trafficking person that get you in trouble in the military. But your reputation is everything.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're saying that in countries where prostitution is legal, military men aren't supposed to solicit or engage?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with us. You're not supposed to do it, because in the bigger scheme, when it comes to, we have port briefs, so we get constant training when it comes to that, like terrorism, espionage, everything. And in the grand scheme of trafficking in person, it's just one of the elements when it comes to the criminal element, whether it's drugs, whether it's guns and weapons. Like, they all help fund each other in the bigger scheme. So military is not prohibited. Like, you can mess your career up.
I get you.
But they would do it though.
So you're saying that a guy goes in, he sees a woman, and that woman could be working for, she could be gathering funds for, the enemy, the opposition.
Yeah. I mean, if you meet somebody and it's a casual thing, yeah. But I mean, if you get busted and they can prove that you was, buying prostitutes. Now, I'm not. Come on now, it's military. You know how some guys are. You get some guys who never had none at all, so they love going overseas. Guys still do it, so they don't stop them. But yeah. So I always believed in like telling the truth, and my message was, to take care of your people, which is surprisingly not a good message or positive message these days, because a lot of leadership, they don't really give a damn. So I wasn't liked by my peers, but I didn't care. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, I would like to give a shout out to Tim Howard. I think Tim Howard, did you send it and reject it? I thought I had a cash app, and now I'm saying it's rejected. He took it back.
What? That's crazy.
Wait, Tim, did you take it back, Tim?
But trying to give you a bigger bill. That's what it is.
So So basically we're just going over the lie versus the truth. I'm gonna go to number 17, and maybe you could jump in on number 17, L. Nixon.
Yeah, check it. Let me check it out.
Okay.
They'll have nothing but bad things to say about you afterwards. Lie 17. Just get a haircut. Reality, this one's simple. Haircuts only work on guys who are already attractive. Lie 18. Just take a shower.
Okay, so lie 17. Someone tell you, hey, you ain't getting the girl, man. Just go get a haircut. You be straight. Just get that haircut. But the reality is, the haircuts only work on attractive guys. What you guys take on that?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah. So basically, in a sense, you can get a fresh cut, right? You fresh out the barber, but if you don't have the attractiveness, the looks, or if you don't have whatever you're selling, whatever your selling points are, if you don't have that going for yourself, then you may still be in the same box, even with the fresh cut. You may get no, you may get no action. They shoot your shot and you get shot down because the haircut is not going to help you.
Okay, so well, here's the thing. I think that what he's talking about, what the person who's saying this is talking about, is he's speaking from the perception of a guy who seems to be exceptionally unattractive. Because granted, an exceptionally attractive person, it doesn't really matter. You're just making an attractive person more attractive, and an exceptionally unattractive person, it really doesn't matter either, because you're just an unattractive person with a haircut. But I think for the guys in the middle, where most guys fall, it does help. The type of guys who, some women's cup of tea, it's not other women's cup of tea. I think that's where it really helps the most. And so, yeah, I would recommend for those guys, which is most guys, to, maintain reasonable grooming.
Okay. What about you, L. Nixon? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you have to be butt ugly because listen, I got a family full of barbers. I cut hair, but I do go to barber sometimes. And barbers been helping dudes get interaction with women for years. So unless you like Michael Blackston, you get a lineup, it still won't work. I don't know, but that guy on the right, you need more than a haircut. Go ahead.
You know Michael Blackston.
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, ugly motorcycle. Yeah, but go ahead.
But the guy on the right though, he need more than a haircut. He need a whole damn chin. Look at what the hell is going on with that guy?
Yeah. No, I think the author is coming from that point of view. Like, yeah, for some guys, it's futile. So why even do that? Why even do that? But I think in a borderline case, yeah, it helps.
But I would be like, yo, get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some gear, some cologne. I mean, I would try something. You know what I mean? Have some type of confidence. Like just saying get a haircut, it's not enough.
Yes, but I feel as though that the haircut it won't. I feel as though it won't hurt, right? Because
Exactly.
because it can hurt if you don't get it, in a sense. If you cut
If it's tight enough,
and you unkempt, if you unkempt, that's not attractive. Maybe attractive to some, but some others they're like, no,
No, I mean, I would like to be at a point in my life where I don't get a haircut. It's expensive, it's time consuming. I'd rather not do it.
No, GC, we're not talking about you are settled in the relationship. I mean, you're not getting, you don't have you're unkempt and you're approaching a woman and and she's how you like smart, right? So she's smart. She's got a natural hair. She's top tier. And you know what I'm saying? Would you want to approach her in that way?
I would prefer not, but I mean, there have been times in my life where I didn't have a haircut, and sometimes I would even like incorporate that into how I approach her. You know, so
Oh, okay. Well, that's new.
well, it's not. I mean, I use humor. You know, I
Oh,
use
right. 'Cause you
humor.
did say
So
you're good with your humor.
yeah,
Your
like
humor.
like listen, love. I hate to approach you like this. I wish I had met you on a haircut day. I mean, you looking like you came off a runway, and I'm looking like a lumberjack's cousin. But
OMG.
But give me your number and I'll come to you with a fresh cut Friday. I promise. Like I'll say something like that.
Okay. All right.
Like,
I can see that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because if you don't have a haircut, yes, I can see that. Because you may have, you may be, dressed neatly and stuff like that. So she may say, "Oh, okay, everything else works out. So all right,
hmm
I'm okay with that."
With the sweater vest on. Yeah.
Yes, with your plaid sweater vest. All right, let's jump to number 18. Wait, did I get your opinion, Al Nixon? The ADHD be kicking in.
LA barbers.
Okay, all right, let's go to 18.
Be attractive. Lie 18. Just take a shower. Reality. Although showers will improve your hygiene, they cannot wash away flaws beneath the skin.
Okay, so he's on some other stuff. He's one of these Wookiee people. He's one of those animal people. So he's one of those unshowered, ungroomed people that he is a stereotype. That's what he is. He's a stereotype. The person who said that. Computer people that are unshowered and ungroomed that smell funny and they like it don't matter because I'm not Chad. So I mean, yeah, the haircut thing I get, but shower to shower for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just take a shower. That should already be a given. So if you just need to take a shower, I don't know. I think there's more underlining issues there.
Well, that's just something you do. Like, I mean, that's not people are giving you if people give you that advice, because this is the lie that people are telling him. If people are telling him to take a shower, hey, take a shower and you'll get laid. No, you should just take one. They shouldn't have to tell you to take one. The fact that they're telling you to take one is not a good sign. It is not. It is
Yes,
not a good sign that you as an adult are being told to shower.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, shower should not, the hygiene shower, that should already be that's the prerequisite now. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no, I mean, and it's not about getting laid. They take showers in prison. They make you. They beat you up if you don't. But they shouldn't have to because you should take a shower.
right.
And that's not
Exactly.
about getting something. I hope not.
Yeah.
Listen, listen. I had to tell a lot of people in the Navy to take showers. Like you some trifling attitudes, and then women.
Why do you have to tell people in the Navy to take showers? There's water everywhere.
Yeah, L. Nixon, he dropped off. Uh, okay, you got to connect your mic and your or something. L. Nixon. Oh yeah, he's still working, L. Nixon. So I don't know if you want to drop down and come back again. I'm going to jump to number 19. I'm gonna go up to 20 GC because I'm gonna have to get off of here.
Yeah, no worries. I got a movie night, so yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's go to 19.
All right.
My connection won't let me be great tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so they were the first 18 lies you would have been told when you were younger. If you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, be sure to press the like button and leave any thoughts you have in the comments below, as it helps the YouTube algorithm. Now moving on to the next 9 points, which are all to do with denial of the importance of looks. Lie 19. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Reality, 95% of Tinder likes go to the top 50% of men. This shows a clear bias in favor of some guys on top of others. Lie 20. Looks.
Okay, so we're talking about beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and the reality is 95% of Tinder likes go to the top 50%. And I heard a study. I know Obsidian was doing a study on Tinder. They mentioned some things about the Tinder, but I do know that basically, if you're good looking, and you're getting likes, they will feed more likes to you. So basically, you have the pretty privilege. Obsidian, yeah, did mention that pretty privilege came into play for men and women. It goes both ways.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they probably put your thing out there more if you get likes. I think that's the whole premise behind it. But beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think beauty is the number of people that wish to be holding you. Like, yeah, if a lot of people want to be holding you, then you're beautiful. Like, that's how that works to me.
Yeah, but a lot of those. My bad.
Yeah, but I'm not, if you guys ever have friends and you found someone attractive, sometimes your friends don't find the person who you find attractive. That happens too.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I mean that's
Exactly.
rare. Well, it's rare, and it only comes from people with very unique fetishes, um, and the person hits all the fetishes where and they miss like somebody else's fetishes. For example, me, I'm all about the almond eyes and the full lips. So if Nixon is about the slanted eyes and the thin lips, then
Nah,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm giving an example. Yeah, but I see what you mean. Yeah. So like yeah, so we can look at the same woman and have a different opinion, but that's rare that men have because El Nixon said nah. It's very rare that men have like completely opposing fetishes.
Yeah.
It's we pretty much like the same thing. Like we all can agree that Halle Berry in her heyday, Megan Good in her heyday. Who else was I thinking about earlier? Stormy Maya now. Zaza Beats. Like there are names we can name that 95% of the fellas is going to say, oh yeah, without a doubt. Like it's pretty consensus. Beautiful women are pretty consistent.
But you know what I see? Sometimes when I see couples, right? Because I like to people watch.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't understand the couples. For me,
I feel you. Listen,
yeah,
I've been that couple, and my people are like, when I broke up, they be like, man, you definitely didn't match that person.
So wait, so what do you mean, El Nixon? Were you more handsome than she was pretty?
It was just like,
Tell the
uh,
truth.
uh, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking back then. They I mean, like, listen, I'm not gonna talk about hair, but I mean, I got wigged to death one time in a relationship. Oh my God, like I was so sick of wigs. Like I haven't even seen your real hair in like a year or something. Like, and the extra long nails. I don't know why I'm not getting hired for the interview because like your shit is distracting. Like it just wasn't like two different worlds. Kind of like she started like getting really different, if you know what I mean. We just didn't match up. Like I'm going to a Navy function and she's wearing like the platform shoes with like the no heels, like it's just the bottom, the ball part and no heel. And I'm like, yo, this shit is not cool. Like,
Wait,
nah,
the
I'm
platform.
good.
Okay, the platform is different. The platform is more of a wedge than a heel, right?
No, it's the shoes that don't have the heel part. It just has like the ball of the feet where you kind of like walk up on the, you know what I'm saying? It just has the bottom part of the shoe. It has nothing else on it. Like there's no, the heel part is not even there. That's not what you wear to formal shit. Like
Oh,
she
she's
was
not
just
wearing high
Like a
heels.
flat. A flat shoe.
Yeah.
Like them ghetto high art shit with no type of heel or nothing. It's just you just walk on the balls of your feet. Like yo, this is a formal event. Like she just wanted to be ghetto fabulous. Like I couldn't deal with it.
So let me ask you, because I'm gonna now want to know. So you didn't like the wigs, too many wigs.
Mhm.
You didn't like the nails, and then the dress. So what was the initial attraction?
Well, I mean, she kind of like it was toned down when I
Did
first
she
met her.
have did she have a big butt, El Nixon?
Oh no, she had a nice shape, but everything was it was toned down. You know what I'm saying? She just started
Okay.
getting more outrageous and like brighter color stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. But like nails are fine, but it's just everything just got crazier. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like date somebody with like 5 tattoos. You're like, all right, cool. And then like next thing you know, they got 30. Like, yo, you gonna get any more? Like what? Like you never know where they're gonna stop. That's kind of like what it was.
Now, do you guys overlook the qualities that you don't like because she has that big butt? And it's for both of you guys.
No, because a lot of stuff can come with that big butt and a smile. Like a lot of stuff can come with that. Like so, it's not that important. I'll take somebody who's not as voluptuous to deal with less issues because that doesn't define how attractive she is. So
Okay. What about you, GC?
I'm not much of a butt man. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I like a nice underneath cusp. I do. A nice biteable cusp, but it's not really that pertinent. But a pretty face, yeah, I've made concessions over pretty faces.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to number 20.
95% of Tinder likes go to the top 50% of men. This shows a clear bias in favor of some guys on top of others. Lie 20. Looks only get your foot in the door, and it is personality that makes a relationship last. Reality. If you don't maintain your attractiveness, she will lose attraction for you. Lie 21. Age.
So I don't get this one because it's looks did get your foot in the door. So it's not like it's a lie to say looks.
Yeah. But this is case in point to El Nixon's point, right? He was attracted initially, right? So it got her foot in the door, but then things started to change and he became less attractive. So this is a perfect example.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
like the old saying, somewhere around the world, there's a man with a beautiful woman who's still tired of her shit. Like anything you have, like whether it's getting a new car, like that wears off. You're used to having it. So if it was just initially just the looks and nothing, so you just been based off of the instant chemistry you have. A lot of people have issues because when you settle into that situation, now you're bumping heads with compatibility and you're finding out like, yo, it's not working.
yeah. And then especially if you're in a relationship and then you're a certain size, right? You get in the relationship and then you gain weight, right? And then you may become less attractive to that person, right?
Oh man, let's stay right there. Listen, if you are 140 pounds and that's how they like you, cool. If you are 205 pounds and that's how they like you, cool. I'm not saying people can't improve their health and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But what people got to understand, even in a relationship, when you hear people say, well, it doesn't matter what he or she thinks, I'll do what I want. People can do what they want. Don't get me wrong, do what you want. Whether you want to get all these tattoos or whether you want to just start, wearing pink wigs out of the blue, you never did it in 5 years, you can do whatever you want. But people have to understand, just because somebody loves you, you can't force their attraction. If they liked you a certain way and you start to change, they may love you, but you can't expect their attraction to change. So you can keep doing what you want to do if you're not concerned about him seeing you in a certain way. Keep doing you, but you can't force a man to like something that he didn't like in the first place, and now you're doing after 5 years. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, true. True indeed.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. So how important are looks to women? I mean, because we're talking about. I just assume that the woman is supposed to be more beautiful than the man is handsome.
Yeah.
And an
Yeah.
unhandsome man, and if you are an attractive woman, like the less handsome the guy is, the easier your job is, and that is to be like I mean, try being like prettier than Boris Kojo, like so.
See, but you know what, GC? I feel when you say that a woman should be more beautiful than a man, to me, I don't necessarily take that as far as her being a dime, right? I'm speaking more so on the aspects of just um and her dress, right? Her femininity, how she acts, her mannerism and stuff, all those different things. Not necessarily that she got to be a 8, 9, 10, if that makes sense.
Well, if he is a 7, she should be. I mean, yeah, I think that the woman should. I mean, well, put it like this: have you been in a relationship with a guy who's more handsome than you are pretty?
I bet. I bet
I
she
have.
has some fly dudes. Yeah, I bet she has some fly dudes.
Now, did you feel comfortable with this guy that's more handsome than you are pretty? Did you feel comfortable with the attention that he got and all that stuff? Did you feel comfortable in that situation?
I was fine.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, because because it's because the confidence only, when you have confidence in yourself, the confidence is there. You're not truly concerned about if you have someone else that have confidence. It's just two people that have confidence.
Yeah, and if you're putting in the work outside of your looks, and like what I don't get is when men and women give a list of things that they don't do, and that's fine. You can give a list of things that you don't do. Well, I'm always the guy like I have a whole list of things that I will do. So I used to tell my friends, like, for all that, oh, when I'm not doing this for my wife, I'm not doing that. I said, well, you definitely don't want me over your house because your wife gonna be mad at you by the time I get done talking. You might want to not have me over your house. Like,
Wait,
come on
what?
now.
What do you mean?
Because how men get around. I won't do this. I won't do that. Oh man, that's too soft. Like, bro, you don't do nothing for a group of men. Like, we don't clean our apartment. We don't take care of ourselves. We don't. I know I don't do that to impress men. You do that for the response of women, not for men.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys are fronting like, oh, I'm not cutting my toes. I'm not doing that. That's not manly. Man, what the fuck are you talking about?
Wait a
So
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me answer.
what's up?
Let me ask you this because I got into it with,
No, go ahead.
got into it with Zero about this. Do you manscape?
I'm like I would say I'm definitely not a 70s porn star looking. Not manscaped to hell. Yeah, definitely.
So you're
Definitely.
okay. That's one of the things. I don't manscape.
So I do it because of hygiene. In the summertime, it gets
But
hot.
wait, you got what's Manscaped? All off or just kind of trim?
I don't know. I don't do either.
I'm like a fresh like baby skin. Like I'm not. There's no looking up out of no bushes when it come around here. Because look, when it's hot and it's sweaty, there's look. It gets hot in those areas. Then you got to talk about hygiene. Hell, they even got a spray for Manscaped. I make sure my dinner plate is good and make people want to sit and dine for a while.
Okay, so
You're
GC,
telling me. You're
so
telling
you
me.
so GC, you're in the woods with yours, and Hal Nixon,
Listen,
he's a skating rink floor.
listen. You down there like you wait. You like. Okay, hold on. Let me. Yeah, go ahead. Check it again. Yeah, nice, huh?
That's funny.
So Nixon, you telling me I bring you around my girl and you just would flaunt it like, oh, your man don't manscape,
No, I would not. Come on now. There's certain tack. I'm not talking about that. No, we're not having those conversations. No, I'm just talking about in general, like like just being a gentleman, just certain things. Like, I mean, and this goes both ways for men and women. If you're in a relationship, right? You already in that relationship. So there shouldn't be a whole list of what I'm not doing because I don't want to look bad in front of. That's like if you got a man that take care of you. And I remember Melanie had said this, like she was in the kitchen with a bunch of women and her man was in the other room and she was fixing his plate. And all the women there looked at her like, what are you doing?
Hey, what the fuck you mean? What is she doing? She making a plate for a man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, some men and women that get in front of other people in front, you're not in a relationship with those people that you're in the kitchen with. You're in a relationship with that person in the other room.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. No, that's that fake bravado type, you know. Oh, you
Yeah,
bought a stove, you bought a stove. That's those type. Yeah,
that's what I was talking about.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
don't bring up Stovegate again, GC.
no, I'm not. I'm just saying. I know the type that he's talking about. The ones that try to shame you for the stuff that you do for a woman. You know. Yeah.
Listen, though, hey, look, forget a stove. Look, I got a boy who bought an AC unit, so I mean, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an appliance. You know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just how a dude chooses to treat his lady. You know. I mean, as long as she respects him, then that's
There you go. As long as you're
Yeah.
getting respect, it's all good.
yeah.
Stop shaming, shame, blaming, and explaining. Shout out
Look,
to Ramel for that.
look. She
Shout out
got
to
her.
Ramel in South City for that.
She got her. Hey, look, she got her car, GC. So you know, they don't,
What? Naima got a car?
yeah, she got her. She got a car. Forget. No, I was just playing. I was just messing with
I was about to say I bought my own car.
you. I was just messing with you.
But look, I don't look. I wouldn't mind a man buying me a car, but I bought my own car. But
Well, Naima, let me ask you this. This may get a little personal. Are you looking for shaved or unshaved?
Oh shit, I'm going on mute.
um, I would say not necessarily all the way shaved. Be honest with you.
Down the middle.
Just like a trim, just
Like
trim.
okay. Oh, so you like you the middle. You the middle type.
Yeah, I'm middle ground.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm middle ground. Yeah.
All right.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Well, anybody want to give your last words before we get out of here?
No, I mean, look forward to watching your channel grow.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? I've been like your videos have been recommended a little bit more, and I'm like, look at her. She got the mod award. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, that was what I think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. All of them coming up now, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they all coming up.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I remember that.
Yeah, so you definitely coming up, you know, in the algorithm. So just keep going. Definitely be back to support. GC, I'll be over there to holler at y'all. You know what? Let me tell you something. When I first came through, you know, of course I settled with Jessica, that's a little sis, and then came over there by Game Changer, Melly, and all them. And you know, every time I go back, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like look, my cousins over there, you know what I'm saying, and Melanie with her big brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like always good stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, appreciate you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd definitely be back. I know GC always support, but be looking forward to you keep growing. I gotta get my lazy ass on and do my first video.
Yeah, I think because I'm like, because I'm on the Tough Talk, and shout out to the Tough Talk. Go definitely sign up to Tough Talk TV. I'm over there with Danny and Sister George. They are the they're the owners of the show. Then it's me, Obsidian, Gabe A, and RG. So definitely subscribe to them, Gabe A, and Recognize Game, Obsidian, Mumia. We all know them. So we do the show over there, and basically I'm just trying to do my own thing too, to build my own stuff as well. Like, this is new to me. And Danny and Jess, they do a great job. Like, they are great moderators when it comes to doing this show. So I'm just trying to do more of them so it becomes natural to me. I feel as though that this is not natural to me. So I would love to have that kind of feeling of the naturalness of doing a live stream and things like that.
Oh, listen, you got plenty of people that be willing to help you out, stuff like that. So just let us know.
Absolutely. Like, you've always helped people out, so absolutely.
Yeah, I put my email back there. I'm work. Well, one of the reasons why I haven't popped off my stream, because I've been kind of doing some behind the scenes stuff for people. Getting into graphics and all that type of stuff. So I've been working with a couple of people. So I left my email in the back. So Yeah, if you need anything, I don't know if you'll be doing interviews or different whatever type streams you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of people, around here that'll always make sure you're good. So just reach out to us.
Yeah, so you do graphics, L. Nixon?
Yeah, I'm working on it now. I
You
just did it.
learning? Are you learning how to do it, or you know how to do it?
Well, I mean, that was my background before, but I'm learning it for like, let's say with StreamYard, you know what I mean? Because I never did it before, like creating animated backgrounds and, transparent overlays and the backgrounds for some people, thumbnails, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I know I want to create, create the intro for my show and all that kind of good stuff. I've been reaching out to some AM1. I reached out to him for, to try to get a price. I think I reached out to Keep It Techie too. He didn't respond back yet. To give me, I want to get an idea of some prices because I do want to, to get that done.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Are you a North Filthy girl? Are you a North Filthy girl?
A North who?
North Filthy. North Filthy.
Oh. No, I'm not from North Philadelphia.
But nah, listen. Listen. I'll hook you up. I'll make and show you some stuff that you can, you'll be good and you can maybe save a little money. But so
Okay.
just holler at me.
Okay, yeah, I have your email. I will definitely. I'll shoot you an email. Yes, because I need to figure this out. Darth, cut it out, Darth.
Hey, GC, she making me feel bad. I'm like, damn, dog, I need to go ahead and kick my stream up. Like, what?
Yeah, so yeah, I just decided to, to do it. I said, hey, let me get out there. Let me just jump out there, and I just jumped out there.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So basically, we went through the 20. It's 50 worst blue pill advice, but we went through the 20. Yeah, I just wanted to, discuss that. I know that this guy, Wheat Waffles, he's been getting some traction. So I wanted to just go through his videos and give my perspective on some things. And I probably want to do this with different types of videos, just, just to give my perspective. Hey, DJ Nav, thanks for coming through. I'm about to close it down.
What's going on, man?
I appreciate everybody for coming up. GCL Nixon. And I appreciate everybody in the chat. DJ Nav, Darth Lowe, China White. We also had Tim Howard. He came through, but he's out the country. Shout out to Tim Howard. Chris G stopped through. We had Melody Speaks. We had James Faison. I appreciate all you guys. We had Kareem W in the chat. I truly appreciate you guys coming. We had Spiritual Logic, aka Hulk, in the chat. Hulk, you didn't pop up, but that's okay. Jess came through to show me some love. Doug came through. I don't know how to give wrenches and stuff like that, but we had Doug came through too. We had Char Willie, she came through. We had Coach E.O. Everton, who came through. So I really appreciate you guys. We had Khadija Joe. Thank you guys. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And definitely come back. I will, be working on, better topics and stuff like that. So you guys take it easy and have a good night. I am out.
Peace.
Peace.